All right, I'm Thomas Barrett. This is my persuasive belief speech for Comm 110. These are my 5 people. Okay. All right, millions of Americans on a daily basis fall victim to the crime of identity theft. This crime is made possible by a few skillful criminals and some complacent people who fail to safeguard the documents. The intent of this speech is to educate you, the audience, on what identity theft is, the different types, and the ways to protect yourself. First, I'd like to begin by defining what is identity theft. Identity theft, according to Merriam-Webster's dictionary, is simply the act of stealing your personal information to gain money and credit. If you look at the statistics I have on my PowerPoint slide, the FBI statistics show that although identity theft is widely reported, it's hard to get a conviction rate. As you see in 2013, the conviction rate was very low compared to the number of cases reported. All right, next I'd like to move into the different types of identity theft. There are 8 types of identity theft. The first type of identity theft is financial identity theft. As I said before, all this is stealing your information so that I can get credit and money. The second type of identity theft is insurance identity theft. This is a new type of identity theft. All this is a theft of your personal information so that people can get insurance, some form of insurance. The third type of identity theft is medical identity theft. And this is the most hardest to clean up, and it's the most dangerous. Medical identity theft is when someone takes your personal information and uses it to get medical treatment. Where this is dangerous is because now their medical history just became yours. The fourth type is the criminal identity theft. And this is when someone gets in trouble, uses your information to get out of trouble. This is also hard to fix because now their criminal history just became yours. The fifth type is driver's license identity theft. And this is when your driver's license or your information from your driver's license is stolen and used to get other forms of identity. The sixth type is social security identity theft. And this is when your social security number is sold to illegal immigrants, deadbeat dads, or anybody trying to stay off the IRS radar. The seventh type is synthetic identity theft. And this is when a criminal takes bits and pieces from different people to do his crime. The last type is child identity theft, and this is usually done by a parent. This is when a parent takes their child's social security number, gets credit, and destroys the credit. And the problem is when that child becomes 18, the credit is destroyed. It's no good. All right, next I'd like to move into the consequences on identity theft. All right, as I said before, millions of people are victimized by this crime on a daily basis, and the effects are devastating. One of the effects is that your personal information is used and your accounts are cleaned out, and now you're broke. The second consequence would be that your credit is open. Multiple forms of credit are opened up in your name, and now your credit history is ruined, and now you're left with to pay that debt back. And then the last consequence is you may be jailed due to this crime done by someone else. All right, next I'd like to talk about who you're a victim of identity theft can turn to. If you look on my slide here, you'll see that I've put down 3 major organizations that you can go through. The police, who can investigate it and possibly apprehend a criminal. Your 3 major credit agencies, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. You become a victim of identity theft, you can go to these credit agencies. They can flag your credit so that no more damage can be done, and they also investigate. Lastly, what things can you do to protect yourself from becoming a victim? According to the FBI, there's 4 major things that you can do. The first thing is you can avoid sending important documents in the mail, i.e. your checks. Instead of mailing them, have them delivered. Secondly, you can avoid discussing your personal information on the phone until you have verified that you're actually talking to who the person said they are. Third, according to the major credit agencies, you're to check your credit every 6 months. And then lastly, the FBI suggests that you either put up your old documents or you shred them. There are 2 types of shredders that the FBI says that you should use that will destroy your documents. And that's a strip cut shredder and a cross cut shredder. And if you can look right here, I have what's known as a cross cut shredder. All right, in closing, identity theft is a malicious crime. It devastates families. It hurts people's credit. Now that you have been educated on what it is, the types, and how to protect yourself, it's your responsibility to remain vigilant and protect yourself.